Hey everyone, welcome to Wildlife Inspired. This is your channel for photography, for wildlife, and for wildlife photography. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about some accessories from companies that you may not have even ever heard of. These are smaller companies, but in some cases I've used it for a couple years. Now in another case, just got it a couple weeks ago. But I think you're going to find these really, really interesting. I'll tell you all about that right after this. Now in today's video, I've got some equipment here that we're going to talk about, and I really wanted to feature smaller companies that you may not have even ever heard of. And I know how important it is running your own business and word of mouth, and I thought, let me get this product out there. In the case of these products, this wasn't all just gifted to me so I could do a review and put an affiliate link down below. If you guys watch YouTube videos, you will see a trend with these affiliate links. Hey, I do them myself, and it is a way to support the channel. But in today's video, not really about pushing a product to you. I just wanted to introduce 3 companies, very small. You may not have ever heard of them, but these are all products that I really, really liked. So let me get started with this one over here. So this is actually a product I've had for years. Yes, there's an affiliate link down below, and yes, this was given to me. That is not why I'm doing a review for this product or mentioning this product. It's because it is a small company and they are tremendous in terms of customer service. You ever deal with somebody that you just like? You go to a sandwich shop and there's just a good energy about it, and the person running the counter has pride in what they do. I'm gonna tell you, the very small company, basically just an owner and some help, is very, very gracious and very, very nice, and it's a pleasure to deal with them over at AK Diffusers. So I've had this diffuser for a few years. A couple things about macro photography. This is going to be for your flash. It's going to soften the light to make it a little bit more pleasing. And if you haven't ever tried flash with macro photography, I would encourage you, try some with natural light, try some with flash photography, and when you get to that flash and you're playing around and you're learning, add a diffuser to that setup. Yes, there are do-it-yourself scenarios. You can put something together. There's videos out there that'll show you how to do it. And it's an easy way to start, but for less than $100, buying this diffuser was really not a challenge for me. I bought my first diffuser. From that point on, they have gifted me a couple to use on my workshops and to have as an extra in case a client needs one. AK Diffuser. Really, really nice company. Again, very, very small. I am going to put a link down there. Listen, it's an affiliate link. If you don't want to use it, believe me, I'm not going rich off of the affiliate links for AK Diffuser. I just really, really like the product. And I really, really, more importantly, I just think it's a really nice company to work with. So I'm going to put them out there as one of my 3 companies to introduce today. I've got a second company, and for that, I'm going to bring my 400 millimeter lens over, and we're going to talk about this right down at the bottom. I want you to notice the foot on this. So Canon, Nikon, Sony, most of the feet that are coming on your cameras are not going to be an ARCA compatible foot, meaning it's not designed to be put on an ARCA compatible clamp, which is 99% of what we do. Most people, when investing a lot of money into a lens, at some point are going to either buy an adapter plate that they can put on the bottom of the lens foot, or they're going to replace the lens foot altogether. Most of the people that I work with have opted to replace the lens foot. That's what I like to do. And I found a company called Hejnar, Hejnar. I'll put it down over on the side. I paid for this. This was not gifted to me. They have no idea I'm making this video. I don't have an affiliate link to give to you. I'm just going to link their website and tell you I really, really like this. The replacement foot for this is less than most of its competitors that I've seen. There are other companies, I'll mention a couple, Kirk and Really Right Stuff. They're well-known companies. They do make a lot of lens foot. There are other companies out there that make these feet, but this is one I really, really liked. A couple things I like about this. They offer different profiles. In other words, this is a low profile. They actually, I believe in this lens, they make one that's even lower profile. It is a really well-made product. So I'm going to put it out there because a lot of people don't know about that company and that they offer these, and it might be a little bit more affordable than some of the other lens foot replacements that you've seen. So that's a company called Hejnar. And my final company that I'm going to introduce to you today, you can notice I took my hood off. I'm going to tell you a quick story because I like stories. I went to Utah and I do a workshop out in Utah. We had a really, really great time. And as I was packing, this hood is just a little bit tight for my carry-on. I use a a carry-on hard case. I've done reviews on that, by the way, so if you're interested in a hard case for carrying on your camera equipment, you could check that video out. I took it off and I was going to put it in my suitcase. So I was just going to pack this, put some socks or whatever in here, some photo accessories, throw it in a suitcase. And then when I got to Utah, I was going to put it back on and I forgot. So I left this hood and I was really bummed because here I am. And now we're out in the elements. I've got no hood to protect. The glass is bare on the front. And I thought, this is just not ideal. And coincidentally, I came across a company who I had heard of before, but didn't really pay much mind to it. A company called Zemlin. Now let me spin this around and show you why I'm doing this video, because it's a cap. It's a lens cap for large lenses. They do not make this available on large lenses. So when you buy, for example, this Nikon 400mm lens, it's going to come with a hood. I don't like the hoods as much. And I thought, man, if I had had this for Utah and it was on there, I would have felt so much better as I'm driving around. Listen, we're wildlife photographers and we're always ready for action. So I got the camera maybe in the back seat or in the passenger seat. This hood offers really nice protection. So if the car stops short or something falls or something wants to scratch the lens, this normally gets in the way to protect it. But man, I wish I had that when I was out in Utah. I would have felt so much better just knowing there was something on the front of that glass element. Now, a couple things about this company. I'll spend a little bit more time on this company because I feel really good about these products. I purchased this at a discount. So basically the deal was, you don't lose anything. You don't have to gift me a product. Smaller company, I understand it. We pay cost for this. If I like it, I do a video. If I don't like it, I'm not going to do a video. You haven't lost any money. I haven't really lost any money, and we're good. And that's a deal I've made with a couple other companies in the past. So it's kind of a cost video. I also ordered, by the way, a replacement for the little eyepiece back here. So if you've got problems with an eyepiece, very simple solution. And I wanted to try a couple products because I wanted to see if the quality was good across the board. Now, listen, they make a lot of other stuff. So I'm going to talk today about this little eyepiece that I really, really liked. Construction was good. The lens cap was, I don't know if you could make a better lens cap for this lens. It's on there, it's solid, it doesn't pop off, and it's just a squeeze design. You can see that right there. It just squeezes in and fits really, really nice. So this company, Zemlin, also makes, and one of the products I'm most curious about, maybe they'll see this and send me some, but one of the products I'm really curious about are lens hoods replacements. These to replace these hoods are quite expensive. I can remember I once bought a lens and didn't realize that the seller, it was a used lens, didn't include the hood. I went to buy one. I was shocked that these were several $100s. So Zemlin makes a series of lens hoods at lower cost than it cost, for in this case, to get from Nikon. But it's also a true bayonet system. So they kind of like lock on and lock off. You can spin them around real easy. But here's the best part about this, and kind of why I'm curious. Listen, I may dig into the bank and buy one of these lens hoods just to try it. Or you may see another review. If Zemlin is good enough to send me some hoods, I'll be happy to review them for you. But they make different sizes. So you're not locked into, this is, by the way, 150mm. Zemlin makes 150mm. They also make like 115mm. I think they even make one down as shallow as 70mm. So they make a lens hood that's about half of this length. So if that's a little bit of a concern, if it's easier to travel with, for example, maybe that's a great idea. They make some two-piece lenses, or lens covers rather. So it's like telescoping. So the shorter section here, there's a wider section here. You could opt to just use half, and then if you wanted the full one, you put the second one on. So a lot of different options. I'm gonna put a picture over here. It's just a screenshot from their website. Shows you a little bit about the designs. Prices on these, I think for my Nikon lens, I just, as a reference, about $150 to $300 for a lens hood. And that depends if it's a shorter one or a long two-piece. They actually make some longer than the standard lens hood that comes with it. So they make a few products. I'm gonna put it out there. I think listen, my recommendation, if I'm a wildlife photographer and I've got a big lens, this front cover, I just touched the front without the cover on it. This front cover right here is a really, really great idea. So I will tell you this, I'm not getting any money from these guys. Good company, recommend it, check them out. The three companies I gave to you today, AK Diffuser, Hejnar, and Zemlin, I would say take a look at all of these. Now, you guys know I like to do these product reviews. I like to get some information out there. Of course, there's going to be affiliate links sometimes associated with my videos. In this case, there are links down below just so you can go to their websites and check them out. And if you have experience with these, remember, these are small companies. The greatest advertising for a small company is word of mouth and sometimes an unsolicited video. Put the comments down below if you've worked with them, if you've had concerns. Again, if you've had concerns that I haven't recognized with any of these, because I haven't used them for years. But I will tell you, I went onto websites, I read reviews, went onto some bulletin boards in the past. These are companies that a lot of people have said very good things about, but a lot of people don't even know that the company exists. So that's my video for you today. If you have any comments, again, down below, let me know what you think. Follow the channel. I do a lot more than just product reviews. So I've got some opinion pieces coming out very shortly. I do some behind the scenes stuff. I also have a Patreon subscription site. I really do my behind the scenes work over there. And I talk a lot more about editing. So kind of like how to edit for me as a bird photographer, how to edit bird pictures. So if you have a curiosity about that, check out my Patreon site. Make sure you're subscribed to this one though, because this one's free. Make sure you hit the like button to push this content out to people with similar interests. And make sure you hit the bell for notifications so it lets you know when I have a new video out. And as always, I hope we can continue to find inspiration in wildlife together.